Boss. According to my data here, it looks like the Fallout IP is going downhill real fast. 76 is not doing hot. We need to figure out something real quick.
Well, kid, I'm listening. What do you think we should do?
Oh, what I think? Well, according to some of the data I've gathered up for us, fans are talking about Fallout 3 remastered, New Vegas coming back, a Fallout 3 and New Vegas collection on Switch. Some people are open to a port of Fallout 4 and Skyrim over on the new consoles. There's a lot of ways we could go about this, quite honestly.
Those are all remarkable ideas, but I have something better in mind. We're gonna make a Fallout TV show. No questions asked. See you at the bank.
A what?
Hi everybody. How's it going? Happy Thursday. Normal Thursday, I know. We're just talking about a Fallout TV show. Let's go. I am extremely excited for this. I think there is so much room for potential here with a Fallout TV show. There's a lot of room to grow in the Fallout universe. There's so much that has yet to be explored, and I think expanded material is exactly what the franchise needs. It's no secret that a lot of game companies have taken note of the success of Netflix's The Witcher, which pushed The Witcher 3 to new heights with the amount of players that came in 4 years after launch, setting a brand new record for the game, and it was already a popular, super successful game. So I think a lot of companies realize that if you get the show right, that you can really help out the game side of things. And so Fallout is now having a brand new TV show come out. We don't know quite when, but we're going to get into everything we know so far, and man, I still can't believe I'm talking about this. This is wild. We're going to speculate a lot, but let's get into the facts first. So it all began with a brand new trailer up on the Fallout Twitter account with the hashtag please stand by. It is a Amazon original. It's being handled by Kilter Films. Following up the actual teaser itself was a Bethesda Net article giving us a little bit of information on who's working on it. We don't know when in the Fallout universe it's taking place or even where, which is extremely important. But here, let's read some of the article. Fallout is one of the greatest game series of all time. Each chapter of this insanely imaginative story has cost us countless hours we could have spent with family and friends. So we're incredibly excited to partner with Todd Howard and the rest of the brilliant lunatics at Bethesda to launch this massive, subversive, and darkly funny universe to life with Amazon Studios, said Lisa Joy and Jonathan Nolan, Kilter Films. So you might recognize those names a little bit if you pay attention to some television shows out there, some very successful television shows, by the way. These two are the creators of Westworld, and they are lined up for a show on Fallout. What? Are you kidding me? Let's go! Sorry, puberty. I know, voice crack. Throughout a lot of the Fallout 4 coverage I've done on the channel, time in, time out, people have said, hey, you should check out Westworld. It's really inspired in a lot of ways by Fallout 4 and the Institute. People already got Fallout vibes from what these people worked on, even though it was very much its own thing. There was still an idea, a connection there. So I feel like knowing that, seeing the show, how good it is, how well received it is, and then knowing those same minds are putting themselves into Fallout and maybe bringing some respect back to this IP in a new, creative way. I'm so excited! Over the last decade, we looked at many ways to bring Fallout to the screen, said Todd Howard, executive producer at Bethesda Game Studios. But it was clear from the moment I first spoke with Jonah and Lisa a few years ago that they and the team at Kilter were the ones to do it right. We're enormous fans of their work and couldn't be more excited to work with them and Amazon Studios. So this is where it gets really cool on a personal level. I'm sure some of you remember Lone Vault Wanderer, and also myself, who covered some Fallout TV trademarks many years ago. Now, those trademarks are now dead, but Bethesda's been submitting TV trademarks for Fallout since 2009. So this has been an idea in circulation for a while if you've been paying like really close attention to things Bethesda was doing. And obviously, like I said, with the success of Netflix's The Witcher, I'm sure that's the swift kick in the butt that they needed to be like, all right, we're going in on this. I imagine it was already in plans for a while, although we don't know much about the show, so it may very well be in like the pre-production stages, but still, this is so exciting. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm running in circles saying the same thing, but it's just wild that we're actually getting more of an expanded universe, because I'm gonna enter speculation territory here. Comics, books, more games. Hey, let's hype things up. A little Fallout 3 remaster, a little New Vegas remaster. Okay, I'm getting carried away, but seriously, like, there's potential here. Through Kilter Films' overall deal with Amazon, they are currently in pre-production on the techno-thriller drama The Peripheral, based on the William Gibson novel, which follows a woman in a near-future America in which technology has started to subtly alter society. Kilter Films also produces HBO's Westworld, which just wrapped its 3rd season and was recently picked up for a 4th season. The series has amassed 43 Emmy nominations, along with DGA, WGA, PGA, and SAG award nominations. Kilter has also produced interactive and transmedia marketing for its series, including a Westworld Super Bowl spot directed by Nolan. Joy recently directed her debut film feature, Reminiscence, for Warner Bros., starring Hugh Jackman, Rebecca Ferguson, and Thandie Newton. Joy wrote the script, which landed on the blacklist, and produced with her Kilter Films partner Nolan, Michael DeLuca, and Aaron Ryder. I'll be the first to say, and you guys know this if you've paid attention to the channel for a while, Maddie's not like a film buff, he's not a TV buff. I watch very sporadic television. Like right now I'm grinding Star Wars The Clone Wars, and that'll be like the only show I watch for probably the next like month and a half. After that I probably won't watch TV for a while, and I'll sink back into anime, but I make pit stops for stuff like Netflix's The Witcher if it's relevant to what I'm interested in. I'm all there, baby. And for Fallout TV, I'm all there. So this is an Amazon original. I know a lot of people aren't a fan of Amazon Prime. I know they have The Boys, but outside of that, once again, not a TV buff, but I haven't heard many people talk about it that much. And I'm pretty sure Amazon's also working on like Lord of the Rings stuff, like a really expensive Lord of the Rings TV show. So between that, Fallout, The Boys, I mean, oh my God, there is a lot of potential there for that subscription service as a whole. But I'm just really excited about Fallout finally growing. So let's talk a little bit about where this could be set, when it could be set. I just have a bunch of ideas. I'm gonna spitball them. So let's just go, man. I was thinking maybe there could be a pre-war show. Would that be a good idea for a Fallout television show? Set it during the resource wars and tell the story of the boots on the ground soldier who's really putting it all on the line to secure a safe future for America. But obviously we know the impending doom waiting for them at the end with total atomic annihilation. Or maybe because we already have stories of Fallout in Boston on the West Coast, we have them in Washington, D.C. What if they decided to go somewhere else, like Chicago or New Orleans? These are places that a lot of people have wanted the Fallout universe to explore and investigate in. Could it be like a worldwide story? Maybe we get an episode in Russia. What's happening in the Fallout universe in Russia? Then what's happening in the Fallout universe in New York? And they're just like intermittent individual stories that go on for, I don't know, like maybe 45 minutes to an hour each episode. I mean, that alone could be really interesting too. I just feel like there's so many ways they could go about it, and some may question my excitement. Maddie, Fallout 76 is bad, and I think in a lot of ways it's gotten back on course with Wastelanders. I haven't tried out the newest patch, but the newest patch wasn't as interesting to me because it wasn't adding more of what I wanted, which is what Wastelanders did. New quests, new stories, interacting with NPCs, that type of stuff. But the reason I'm excited for this is I thought the Fallout brand was pretty much dead outside of 76. I thought they were just going to ride 76 until they were done with Starfield, done with ES6, maybe outsource something in the meantime. But seeing that they actually are going to breathe new life into it with creators that have a lot of potential, that have shown their success in the past, I'm thrilled about that, man. I think there is so much room here for a great show to expand the Fallout universe. And I gotta be honest, part of this is just the surprise of it all. I had always speculated since Netflix's The Witcher series that Bethesda has Fallout, they have Elder Scrolls, two of the most popular gaming IP out there, and plus many other companies have their own respective IP. You're probably gonna start to see an onslaught of these television shows happening for all these various games out there because there's just too much success. I mean, Disco Elysium's getting one, for God's sakes. And I know Disco Elysium was really popular, but they're doing that announcement before officially saying like, yeah, it's heading to the Nintendo Switch on this date, which is something myself and many others have been waiting for, because there's no way I'm hunching over my computer and reading text for like 120 hours. I'm good. Back on track with the speculation, maybe do they retell some of the stories of Fallout? Like, do you retell the original Fallout story, which was very time sensitive, right? You had a certain amount of time to get the water chip, bring it back to the vault. Do they retell that story? What'll be very telling is the era of Fallout they decide to tell it during. Are they going to continue the story after Fallout 4? There's just a lot of question marks. I will pay close attention to any details that surface about the show and keep you all updated, because I imagine a lot of you are really interested in it. I am as well. I'm super excited to see more. Obviously, we'll do things like episodic reviews, or if they drop the whole season at once, we'll review all of that, just kind of like what we did with Netflix's The Witcher. But It's happening, ladies and gentlemen. Fallout TV show. What do you think? Fire away in the comments down below. Other than that, follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. Those links are in the description down below, along with my Patreon. Big thank you to every single patron out there who's supporting me, pushing this show forward. I feel like we're just like one viral video away from having a huge explosion of growth on the channel. So let's keep pushing. We got this team, and I'll talk with all of you soon. Stay sexy, stay active. I love you all. Peace.